Hey everyone, my name is Alex Milanese and I was a part of a team of 8 teachers from North Marion High School who went on the first New Tech Tour. We got to visit 2 schools, one in Rochester, Indiana and the other in Danville, Illinois. We wanted to condense our experience into this video to highlight what we learned about what it means to be a New Tech High School and what this means for us at North Marion. I think it's prudent to first point out that there is no one cookie-cutter model for a New Tech High School. There are aspects that are similar, but each school has autonomy to implement the model as it sees fit. So the New Tech model is built on 3 principles: trust, respect, and responsibility. And you can see this in action right when you walk through the door. These students have been trained how to conduct themselves professionally, they know how to articulate themselves, how to work well within a group, and they know how to appropriately intervene in that group work to resolve conflicts. Now we know that these are all skills that they'll need to have in order to be successful at the next level. One component of a New Tech High School that is consistent is that there must be a 1-to-1 ratio of students to computers. Now, the schools that we saw did this a little differently. One school gave each student a laptop that would essentially be owned by the student until he or she graduated. The other school had laptops in each classroom, and the students would simply return them at the end of the period. Another fundamental component of a New Tech High School is that despite having this abundance of technology, the technology doesn't drive the curriculum. Problem-based learning drives the curriculum. The technology is simply the catalyst through which the learning occurs. Now, once again, each school is going to implement this a little differently. We witnessed several classrooms that still had writing on the board and teachers were still using direct instruction. However, the direct instruction was minimal and it was in place to supplement whatever project or problem-based learning was going on. So we will still deliver the same curriculum, but using the PBL model ensures that students also know how to collaborate and function as part of a group. Now, one of the coolest things that we found out is that once we're part of the New Tech network, we have access to Echo. Simply put, imagine that Edline and Facebook get together and have this beautiful child named Echo. Echo is an online interface that takes the grading components of Edline, the networking capabilities of Facebook, and blends them together in a way that enables the student to be highly self-directed. The students walked into the classroom, they logged on to Echo, they read the agenda, which was just what the teacher expected them to accomplish for the day, and then they started right into their collaborative projects. One teacher we spoke with explained that she was about 20% teacher and 80% facilitator. So the students are certainly learning, it just looks much different than it does in a traditional classroom. As the 8 of us reflected during our 10-hour ride back home, the thing that kept getting brought up most often was how professional the students were. The 3 pillars of trust, respect, and responsibility truly had permeated every aspect of those schools, and it created a business culture. And you see that when you talk to the students, you can tell that they're ready for the next step. I think the one example that epitomizes everything we learned happened when I strayed away from our group to take a peek in a geometry classroom. The lights had been dimmed, there was soft music in the background, there was some direct instruction going on about the vocabulary from that section, but the teacher was merely reinforcing what the students had already taught each other. Each group had been given separate vocabulary terms, and each group prepared a presentation for the class. Now, some used PowerPoint, others made videos, one group made a website. The technology was at their hands, and they knew how to use it. Additionally, when I entered the classroom, a little freshman politely excused herself. She confidently approached me, she looked me in the eye and shook my hand. She introduced herself. She explained what they were doing, that they were going over vocabulary terms. She asked me if I had any questions about what was going on. The professional manner with which she conducted herself had nothing to do with her intelligence. It was that she had been trained to know how to use interpersonal communication. So just to wrap this up, I realize that there are still a lot of questions, but you can be confident that the New Tech model works. There are 62 of them across the country, but in each one we see test scores going up, dropout rates going down, and then there's that intangible aspect of the teacher and student enthusiasm. The things that are going on in these New Tech high schools, it's working. As other groups take their tours, we hope to have more video updates. So until then, thanks for watching.